Okay, so recording. Hello, I'm Lou. I'm fortunate enough to be one of the practitioners on the Make and Mend Festival this year, which I'm quite excited about. So I'm doing candle making, soap making, and Love Your Laundry, which I think there's still a few places left on. I'm a complementary therapist, an arts practitioner, and I'm also a consultant for Neal's Yard Remedies, an aromatherapist too. So I love kind of all things organic, health and well-being related. I guess my aim in life is just to simply make a difference. And whether that's empowering people with the knowledge to go off and make their own things so that they can live a more sort of toxin-free lifestyle, then happy days. So today we're here to do a facial massage. So it's very simple. I'm just going to take you through a few moves. Sometimes our lives can get so hectic that we need little moments to stop, breathe, take stock, just focus on one thing. And a facial massage can do that, apart from the fact that it's fantastic for your circulation and giving you a great skin tone. And if you mix it with a little bit of aromatherapy, it can have those aromatherapeutic effects. So I would say you can pause the film, go and wash your hands, and if you want to have a cuppa, grab a cuppa, and then come back and then press play, just so you can enjoy the experience. So now you've come back. Right, so tie your hair back if you want to. You want to have sort of access just to this area, and then maybe do a little bit of scalp stuff after. Okay, so if you haven't, I'm just thinking oils wise, I'm assuming you may have some oil in the house. Lighter ones are great. So like almond, rose hip, grapeseed is another really light one. Rose hip is a fantastic nourisher with a lot of essential fatty acids, which are really good for your skin, vitamins A, C, and E, omegas 3, 6, and 9. We're looking at also kind of nourishing our skin from the outside going in. I'm going to use argan oil. I don't know if you know, but it's Organic Beauty Week this week. Organic Your September. You're probably going to need about 3 to 5 mils, so a 5 ml teaspoon. If I was doing a full body aromatherapy treatment, it's generally about 25 mils for the whole body, so you don't need a lot. And as an aromatherapist, I would kind of say, to be safe, or if you have any skin sensitivities, I would be looking at maybe 1 drop of oil, of essential oil, to 5 mils of base. And oils that I could recommend for the face are frankincense, fantastic for toning, anti-aging. If you have more of a, shall we say, combination skin, Palmarosa is amazing. Neroli, great for drier skin, also fantastic for stress reduction. Lavender is great, geranium's great. I tend to not put fruit oils on the face, just for the sort of photosensitivity side of that. Or you could just have it as it is. Rose is another lovely one. If you have any oils, you can kind of stop the video and go and add maybe 1 drop to 5 mils, put it in a little bowl, stir it around, and then I tend to kind of just put a little drop on my skin and have a little smell. You can do, if you've got an oil, I'm going to go with frankincense. And I would also smell the cap, not the bottle, because the bottle is too strong. You'll learn a little bit about aromatherapy in the workshops that I'm doing, because I can't help but get excited about essential oils, and also the impact that they can have. So frankincense, if we were going to do some breath before we started, just to kind of get us in the zone, if you're breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 6, okay? So breathing out, just getting rid of your air. Breathing in. Breathing out for 6, which is slower. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can kind of go on and extend that, but breath is a great way of kind of recentering yourself. So I'm just going to do a couple of drops into my hands. I know my hands are clean, and we're going to start with a sort of a facial massage. If you want to put a little head thing on, forgive me, I am a little bit menopausal sometimes, so sometimes my words don't come c'est la vie. So I'm just gently warming up the oil. It may be that you have a lovely facial oil. If you do, I know Neil's Yard do some beautiful ones. Just take a moment to breathe that in. That might be a point where you want to do the breathing in and out. And then we're just going to gently pat it on our face, not forgetting the neck. Me, being a little bit greedy, I'll probably put a little bit too much on. You want enough so you can have a nice sort of glide, or it gives you enough slip, shall we say. So we're going to start just thumbs, just cleaning what they call the pipes. So your pipes are you have a lot of lymph glands kind of here, and going down. And lymph can't move on its own. So it needs kind of either movement that helps it. It's not like blood. So we're going to clean this area before we go on and do the massage. So you can either do it like this, bringing it down, or I tend to sort of just do it gently with my thumbs before I start. If you came to me for a treatment, I would kind of sort of clear this pipes, and then I would sort of physically kind of pump it out as well. I have a place, well, it's not mine, I work in a place called Holistic Haven, which is just opening in South Tyneside in East Baldon. But I'll leave you some details of that at the end. Okay, so clean the pipes. As with massage, with the face, we don't want to drag the skin down. We want to kind of upwards and outwards, okay? So we're going to start by sort of just gently going upwards with the neck. And then there's also kind of clearing passageways here. So if I get kind of like pincer fingers and just sort of gently. As a therapist, you tend to do sort of things in 3s or 5s or 6s, depending on what the person needs, to be fair. So just gently removing that. And then we're going to start with what they call a bit of sort of effleurage. So they're slow, gentle, sweeping kind of strokes. So for me, I would probably like sort of just take it sideways, either side of the nose, just underneath the cheeks, not pressing down too hard, and then just clearing out to the lymph here. Gently coming back down, underneath the chin, and then going up again. Once you kind of get the hang of this, you can just kind of close your eyes and sort of zone out. Just slow. If you imagine like sort of moving butter a little bit underneath your skin. And then out. Just some lovely little circles. This, the masseter kind of muscle here can hold a lot of tension, especially if you clench your jaws when you sleep, or depends where in your body you hold stress, but that one can be a bit of a one. So nice little gentle circles, or if you feel like you want to get in deeper, you can do a little bit more with your knuckles. With your knuckles, you tend to get a bit of a deeper movement, a sensation. This is my daughter coming in. I've told her to be quiet. And then we're just again going to come up just underneath the zygomatic and then just gently moving out. Okay, she's going in the bath. Marvelous. So, and maybe another one. Some nice circles. My whole journey, I guess, with Neil's Yard and becoming a therapist started. I used to spend my grant checks. If you don't know what Neil's Yard is, Neil's Yard Remedies, it's a health and beauty organic brand that started in 1981. And when I lived in London, I used to go and spend my grant checks there and get little bottles of lavender and witch hazel, and was just taken away by the smells and the things that I learned there, and that never really left. Yeah, just put it in the bathroom. All right, I'll do it. They don't get it, do they, kids? It's just, you can come and say hello. Would you like to say hello? Because you've completely interrupted me. Quickly pop your head in. You can't see. This is my daughter, Martha. Okay, now be gone. I'll sort it out later. Be gone. Okay, I'll wash it. I'll wash it. Oh, how we get distracted. Sorry about that. So yes. So loved there. And then I didn't realise, like maybe 8-9 years ago, that Neil's Yard was set up where you could like a Tupperware type thing. So I was, oh crikey, I'll have a party. Love to. And because I love the stuff so much and you get such a great discount and there's no kind of minimum orders, shall we say, it seemed a no-brainer to join. And it's funny how one thing steps to another. So yeah, fast forward 9 years later, I've just had 2 therapy rooms kind of that I'm sort of working in, and fully fledged therapist, which I love. Anyway, sorry, I deviate. So cleaning there. Another thing which is quite nice to do is kind of getting your thumbs and just kind of pulling it under your cheeks to the point where you feel it slightly pops. Going upwards slowly. You feel it does, like it comes up and it does a little. Going out again. And I'm just going to do some gentle effleurage kind of strokes just up to the head. And then just resting slowly on the temples. Sometimes having some words of a bit of sort of self-love. It's nice. There are different movements that you can kind of do around the eyes, circles, or circles this way. So you're pulling, you're not pulling, but you're sort of moving I would say this tissue here is really thin. It's like 0.5 millimeters. So you don't really want thick creams and stuff in this area, which is why you probably notice there's a difference between creams and eye creams. Eye creams tend to be sort of more like serums where they're thinner. Thick creams around this area will sometimes, well, will get clogged, and you'll sometimes get little white milieu spots. So steer clear of thick creams around the eyes. You can do little nips going out. Or you can do gentle circles, again, just around the zygomatic bone. And then just taking it up over the eyes, gently round. I use my ring finger around the eyes because there's no pressure in the ring finger. So it's less harsh, I guess. Bring it up and round. And one more. And up. And I just want you to come to the top and just feel with your thumbs just underneath your eyebrow point. You should find like a little dip in the bone. That's a bladder, and on Chinese kind of acupressure meridian lines, that's the bladder, well, bladder 2. So you can do pressure points as well. So that's a good one to hold. Some of the good ones to hold are just to the side of your eyes. You can do, just from the ridge here, 3 gentle presses, just on the ridge of your bone, and then take them down a step, another 3. This is nice for clearing sinuses, and a lovely essential oil for clearing sinus or sinusitis is Ravinsara. That's a lovely oil. It's a bit like eucalyptus, but it's a bit more gentle. Then if you want to just slightly drain, just gently. Going back and draining again. And then draining just again down the side here. And you can also do some pressure points here, one above and one on the chin. And one's round to the side, lifting up. Oh, it's difficult with that one. And again, just lifting up and draining down. If you wanted to take the pressure point a little bit further with kind of 3 fingers, you can do, we're going to go up in lines. So, and then we're going to go across. So we're going to do 3 steps across and 3 going up. Okay, so going 1, then moving out just a little bit, pressing in. Then one more time, don't press too hard on the temple area. And then we're going to come up just a touch, and again. And again. And again. And 1 step further going up. And again, if you wanted to drain that, just taking it down to just above the ears, going up a touch, again down just towards the ears, top. another massive area where people hold tension, and they probably don't know that they do, is in the scalp. And a good way of releasing that is kind of getting your fingers in, holding your hair, and just doing some nice little kind of circles all over your head. So you're moving it away, you're moving the tissue, creating a separation. And then like a shampoo movement, another, that's kind of quite a nice, just slow. I tend to find it's quite nice to relieve if I've got a bit of a headache. That's quite a nice sort of. And don't forget you sort of the back, which what they call the Occipital Ridge, which is just kind of along here. That's quite a nice one as well, just to kind of work in there. Now, if you come to me for a massage, just kind of, I'll get to this point and I'll give you a lovely kind of nice sort of traction pull, which feels lovely. Sounds a bit weird, but it does feel nice. And if you wanted to, you could go down kind of pressure points here, smooth them out, pressure points here, smooth them out. Or, you know, if you're washing your hair, and just take a moment then to kind of go through that kind of circles. I mean, you can do a little bit more of friction stuff, or like if you're doing Indian head, there's a lot of this kind of goes on as well, but it stimulates the scalp. And lovely if you've got some nice sort of scented oils in there too. Yeah, so that's just a little general kind of moves, some that you might just kind of want to kind of recap if you're putting some moisturizer on. So we're lifting upwards, moving out and draining, upwards, outwards and draining, going around the eye, ring finger, little circles, up, draining, round, little circles, draining, round, little circles, draining. Forehead's a really nice one, resting. Even just those little simple moves are lovely. You may have one of these kind of little rollers. Sometimes people keep them in the fridge. If you struggle with kind of puffy eyes in the morning, that in the fridge, just gently against there is lovely and cooling, and also good for reducing sort of puffiness. There's another one, kind of more of the gua sha style, where, you know, in the beginning we were doing this drainage. This one's good for this one. So if you didn't want to use your hands, you could use that way. I just felt some nice crunches there, so that's a. Or you could use it more kind of this way as well. Again, it's all like draining. But your fingers do a great job. So you don't necessarily need tools, but that just gives you a couple of kind of, I guess, different techniques that you can kind of play with. If you're interested in playing with workshops and creating things with essential oils, we have a lovely, Neil's Yard do a lovely create range, and it can be pretty economical. So we do like face and body lotions and ointments and shower gels that are all unfragranced, toxin free. We try and put as much organic, certified organic ingredients in as we can. legally anything can say it's organic with 2% of organic material in it. For the Soil Association to have their certification, you have to have 70%. So, you know, things can be hidden under the word natural. And even if it says organic, just look for the labels. It's like this, the Leaping Bunny, look for the labels. What else was I going to say? Yes, I do create workshops. I have a DIY makers group, and also I run kind of sort of bespoke workshops at home with the Neil's Yard kind of focus, and they're a lovely way to kind of socially connect with some friends, but also get some kind of Christmas gifts for friends and family. And I tend to sort of like have a theme. So it might be bodies, it might be feet, or it might be a facial, and we all try products, and it's about 2 hours. If that's of interest, let me know. If you would like to join with me with Neil's Yard, I also have a group of men and women that I support through their sort of Neil's Yard consultancy journey. There's no pressure. It's very much a matched support. So if you loved it, I'll be skipping alongside you every step of the way. If you wanted to just do a little bits and bobs, you know, fair dues. Or if you're a therapist, it's a lovely trusted brand that you can run, where we have a whole list of facial and body kind of protocols to help you support your business. That's probably it really, apart from if you wanted to connect with me with my oily hands. I'm just going to share my screen just so you can get a quick caption of my details. Share. So a little bit Organic Beauty Week, and if you wanted to book a treatment in with us at Holistic Haven, you can get in touch with me via Instagram, my therapy page, and my Neil's Yard stuff as well. So you'll see there's like a little QR code. Pause the video, get your phone, take a picture of that, and then that'll link you to like my virtual shop page, because at the end of the day, where well, Neil's Yard isn't a very ethical company in terms of we want to reduce our paper load, so that's our kind of virtual catalogue. So if you wanted to buy any products, like say you wanted to buy any oils, or if you come to the workshop and need a bit of help or advice and getting certain things, then you can scan that, download that app, and kind of stay in touch with me, I guess. So that's probably it. I've probably waffled on for quite some time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to get in touch with me, please do. And maybe take some of those hints and tips. Give yourself a bit of you time. Like I say, we all live kind of quite busy lives. Sometimes we just need to just... Thank you very much. I really hope you enjoy the Making Men Festival. I'm so excited to join it. Yeah, might see you on Sunday. If I do, say hello. Tatty bye.